Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today, two things. First of all, I have an idea for a video, but I'm not sure if you guys want to see it, but maybe I should do a video on like the things that I want added into GT Online in the next update, or what I think of the concept of the next update. Okay? We don't know anything, just saying it right now. But yeah, the next thing is, this video here today is we're gonna go over some of the setups in this heist. So like, for example, when we do the prep setups, we're going to start with the vehicles, then we're going to go to the equipment, then the weapons. I'm not going to do the last one because it's not necessary. But first, we're going to go to the island itself, and I'm going to show you the only location you need for this setup. Okay, so now that I've made it to the island, I thought I'd quickly explain what's going on here. So for this part of the approach, we're going to actually take a specific route, and I'm actually going to show you it right now. So yeah, let's just head over there right now. Now this is actually a pretty easy route. By the way, what I did there was a bit unlucky. So if you could, and if you wanted to, you could sneak underneath that guy, and once he moves, you know, you got... Anyway, let's head over to this place. Now, personally, I like to go to the party area whenever I do this setup, which I hardly ever do this setup on my own. And you're good to go. The party is not active, so it's all good. And there's no guards around here too, so that's another bonus. So there's two ways you could go about doing this. There's usually either a guard right ahead of you right here, so just be careful about that. Sometimes it spawns here, sometimes it doesn't. But what I like to do, and if I was doing this on my own, I'd usually take a bit of a jump, which is a bit of a risk, but we've got to wait for him to move. Yep, here we go. Now what we do is we just head up here and just go straight up there. Perfect. Now I know that wasn't very descriptive, but it does work, okay? I may not have done it perfectly, but yeah. Anyway, let's carry on, move on forward. Now there are guards that spawn around here sometimes. Like, I think there's usually a guard at this area right here, so just be careful. Go up here. Make sure you avoid that car. Sneak behind this guy, and if you fall off your bike, just run for it. Don't take the bike, just ditch the bike and go. Just ditch the bike and go and run. Okay, so you guys see that tower up ahead? Just go straight to that and you're good to go. But let me just get there first in 3, 2, 1, and we're here. Okay, so the thing could be up or it could be down. Just take a look around, you might find it. Now I'm going to show you the only location you need to enter the island from. Okay, let's get over there now. Okay, so we've made it to these docks, and trust me, these docks are important. You will need to get to these docks. So what you want to do is you want to find a boat. Any kind of boat will do, like this one right up here. That'll do. And you want to head over to a location, but I'm going to head over there for you guys, so you guys can follow me if you want. Alright, let's head over there now. This shouldn't take too long. So this is actually not that far away. All you want to do is just head down in this direction, and well, obviously head down in this direction all the time, but yeah. Okay guys, so we've made it over here. Now what you want to do is, you see this little hold on, let me just get a better view for you. Now you see this little area like right around here. What you want to do is you want to go swim down to that area, but let me just show you where it is first. Okay, so you see that little pipe there? What you want to do is you just want to go straight towards it, and Pavel should start saying something, you know. Yeah, so yeah, just take that location, and then that's all you're going to need. That's all you're going to need, just a sewer entrance. Now let's get into the actual setups. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go over all possible approach vehicles and I'm going to tell you the best way to use them. And considering this character is my best character for the job, we're going to use this one. And then tomorrow, or the next time I post a video on this, we're going to go over the equipment, weapon loadout, okay? But the disruption, I'd highly suggest you avoid doing that. Don't even do it, because it's not necessary. But let's go to the approach vehicles, and we're going to start off with the Kosatka, which is honestly the best location you could get, and the only one you really need to do. Okay, so for this one, it's pretty easy. And I'd honestly suggest you have 2 people helping you with this one, because, well, it makes it a bit easier. It's not like you can't do it yourself, it's just that it makes it easier. Fast travel to wherever you need to go. The first one will cost you $10,000 per thing. And when you've completed the heist, it'll be 2,000, which is not that bad. Okay, so you've made it to the location. Go to the missile system, and by the way, if you're going to use this approach, you don't need the missile system. But I'd suggest you get the missile system if you have the money, okay? So you don't need this, just avoid it if you can, avoid it if you want, but I'd highly suggest you get it for this one reason and this one reason only. Okay, so what you want to do is take out this helicopter that's just moving around. Now be careful, because this thing can move around quite a bit, and you could easily miss it. So just try and get the helicopter if you can. Now the next thing is go back to the driver's seat of the Kosatka submarine, and this time we're going to drive this thing over there, and we're going to use the torpedoes inside the submarine. Now you might be wondering, why do I want to use the missile system that we just used before when we could just use the torpedoes on here? Well, the missile system on this thing does not hit helicopters. Okay, so we've made it to this location. Just fire some missiles at these boats. Okay, so just shoot these boats and you should be able to take these out pretty quickly. Just use the missile system, and once you've taken out the boats, just head underwater and you should be sweet. Okay, it's in the water. And let's see if we can find the submarine, which we should be right on top of it. See? Right on top of it. So what you want to do here is you want to engage autopilot once you get really close to the submarine. And this is why I like to do personally. Okay, so we've got autopilot engaged. What we want to do now is just leave the submarine. Now I suggest you put this outfit on that I actually have on currently. But I'll show you where it is. The outfit is right around this corner right here. So put the outfit on and you are good to go with this thing. Alright. So I'm going to show you where all possible locations are for this thing. So let's just head into the submarine. You've got to enter from the roof. Okay, so what I'd suggest here is you can use any gun you want. I'm going to use the laser gun. And just head down here and start shooting some enemies. There'll be a couple you need to take out. Just be careful though. Just be careful. Here we go. Right here. Take out this guy. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Hold on, let me get this guy. Okay. So the first one is actually around this corner right here. The first possible location, I mean. So it could be on that tube right there. You see that tube? Yeah, it could be on that. But this one's not on the tube. So yeah, so just be careful about this, because there could be enemies coming from behind. You know, you just want to be careful. Just look around every corner on this setup. Okay, so I'm going to show you where this next location is, but you've got to go through here. Okay, got to go through here. If you want to regain your health, but I'd suggest you bring some snacks, some armor, you know, just to protect yourself from the enemies. Now, if you're a low level, this will be really, really hard, because you have less health as a low level than you do with a high level. Anyway, take out this last guy right here, and the next location is right over here, right on that crate thing there. Now, the last location is where you meet Bogdan from. But let's just head over there now. Now, the easiest way to get there is to just go back the way you came, because that's what I personally. It's less people to take out, and there's a good chance you'll regain health while you're walking there. Okay, so there's usually a guard around the corner there. What I'm going to suggest to you right now is throw a grenade or anything down below, so you have a chance of actually killing them all. And watch out, there'll be a guard right around this corner. Not that guard, but there will be a guard around this corner right here. So what you want to do is just take the guy out, unless your grenade did it for you. And let's head over there and I'll show you where this last location is. Okay, just shoot these guards right here. Very easy, very simple. And you can see we have our thing right here. This is what you're looking for. So it could be in one of those 3 locations in this setup. Okay, so you basically got what you need. You just need to leave the way you came and then go to your submarine and you'll be completed the setup. The good thing is it has a dot there so it can show you. So let's head over to our submarine and we have completed this setup. And there we go. So that's the first setup done. We're going to go through all the vehicle setups, so this is going to be a pain, but we're going to do it anyway. So go to the approach vehicles again. If you want to use a different approach, just do that. We're going to go down the list. So let's go to the Alkonost again. I call it the Alkonost because it's just funnier to say. So there's 2 parts of the setup. First we got to get the Alkonost, and second we got to get the pilot. So let's start with the plane itself, and this is at Fort Zancudo. Now, this mission's actually pretty hard. I'd actually recommend you avoid this one if you can, but if you want to do it, then do it. But if you don't want a challenge for this heist setup, then I guess you can not do it. Okay, so you've made it to Fort Zancudo, or at least the closest location to Fort Zancudo. Now, I honestly suggest if you have a hangar there, that might make it easier, but I don't know if this makes a difference. Okay, I don't know. But if you have a Sparrow, this is going to help you. Have a Sparrow. You don't need it. I'm just going to tell you that now. You don't need it. Like, you could just use a boat to get to land and then call a car in, but honestly, I'd probably suggest you don't do that because the vehicle is better. Anyway, the point is we need to head over to Fort Zancudo and we're going to have to take out a few guards and hack something. So let's just get to the hangar right now and I'll tell you guys what I suggest you do here. Okay, so for this one it tells me I have to go to here. This one could be potentially any of the hangars. Just go to it. So I am going to tell you this right now. I personally suggest you don't take out the lights, which you can do in this setup. So let me just get to that for you so you guys can see it. So the way you can take out the lights is behind the building or somewhere around here, and you can see that little box right there. Right there? Yeah, that's how you can take out the lights, but don't do it. I'd honestly suggest you avoid it. Just have some armor, some snacks, and you should be good. So we're going to have to take out a few guards here. This is sort of reminds you of the Avenger setup for the Bogdan problem. So if you want to take them all out, I honestly would just suggest you do it. So let's just do it. Okay, so I have now taken out all the enemies. This took a long time, so please leave a like on this video. But what you want to do here is you want to look for this laptop right here. Hack the laptop, and you should be able to access the plane. There we go. I've hacked the thing. Now I can take the plane, and we can head out of this hangar. So what you want to do here is you're going to have to deal with a starred level. So what you want to do here is you're going to have some cops on you. Now I'd honestly suggest you fly a bit higher because I believe you can lose a star off that thing. So you can only have a 3-star, but I think you got to get nice and high. This is a stealth plane, believe it or not. I know it sounds like it's a massive plane, but if you go nice and high enough, you should be able to lose the stars. Yeah, there we go. I'm now only on 3 stars. So yeah, once you've lost the cops, you just head over to Los Santos Airport, and you should be good. Okay guys, so I'm going to skip ahead, because obviously you guys should know how to lose the cops pretty easily in this game. And we're going to head over to Los Santos Airport, and we'll complete this set. Okay, I have lost the cops. So landing this thing is probably going to be a mission in itself. So maybe what I'd suggest you do is you see those 2 red lines on the closest to you, the furthest one from you. Go aim for that one. Make sure you have the wheels out, obviously, and you can land this thing pretty easy that way. So this is pretty basic. Just go to the hangar. You'll be completed with this setup, but there's still a second part to this setup. So okay, so be careful when you land this thing because you could easily blow this thing up because it's so massive. But make sure you follow this runway all the way to the hangar that you're looking for. And as you can see, I've landed this thing nice and easy. Slow down, just slow down, and go towards this hangar right here. Now this thing is quite big, so just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm going to say. Just be careful. And there we go. I've landed this thing in here. Now, honestly, this thing is massive. I'm actually surprised this thing can fit in there. Anyway, let's move on to the next setup, shall we? Okay, guys. So I just thought of an idea for, like, when we do the finale of these things. So it's obviously I'm going to have to do the finale. Obviously, I'm going to get all these vehicles done for you guys to show you what might be the easiest way to do these things. Okay? What I'm thinking of is, maybe after we've done the Kosatka, you let me know down in the comments which one you want me to do next. But anyway, let's get on to the second part. Now, I believe there's two types of setups for this one. I'm only going to show you what we get. Looks like we got at least an island, which I believe is a building. Okay, no, it's not. It's not quite a building, but this is actually a approach that I'm not familiar with. So this is completely new to me. But there is another one where it requires you to go into a building and take out a few people in there. Once you've taken them all out, you should find the target and then, you know, get back to the Kosatka. But yeah, that's just one of the setups. Let's go see what we got with this one, eh? Alright, let me get over there and we'll get started. Okay, so we've got okay, I remember this, guys. I actually do remember this. This is another aircraft mission. See, we got an aircraft right over there that we need to actually take. So I believe all we have to do here is just take out everyone. Now, I would not suggest you use your missiles or whatever. Just shoot them all up if you can. If you don't want to, then I guess you could take your risks and shoot. But I would highly suggest you avoid doing that because you could end up, in fact, hitting that plane. And we actually need that plane for this. Oh my god. But yeah, take out all these guards. There shouldn't be too many. There we go. I've taken them all out. Now, there's two ways about going it. Just get in your helicopter, go back there, or you can just shoot this thing right here, and you should be good. Alright, now, let's get into that helicopter, and we'll fly to wherever we need to go. Now, I believe all you have to do is just deliver this to the drop-off, and you're done. Now, another thing that might help you with the rogue is maybe having someone escort you there, you know, like have someone by your side to shoot down all the helicopters that may come your way. So yeah, just make sure you have someone to help you take up the things. You don't need someone to help you, but it can be helpful. Okay, so let me get this to the drop off and we'll move on to the next setup. This one's actually pretty easy actually. Okay, so I believe we are closing in on the airfield. Yeah, it's the Sandy Shores airfield. Just taking out the wheels, like obviously, because you're gonna crash if you don't take out the wheels, and just land the thing. This is a pretty simple setup. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, you basically know what's gonna happen at this point. There we go, I completed it. So we've done the Alkonost. Let's move on to the Vellm. Now this is only a one setup thing, so we're going to go Sandy Shores Airfield, and I think we just got to collect it from there. That's basically it for this setup. I guess another tip I could give for you for this is that it is more of a aggressive approach for this one. So if you wanted to, I'd suggest you go for it if you want to do the aggressive approach, but most people probably don't want to do the aggressive. Most people just want to try and get the elite, so maybe avoid this one if you can. I would highly suggest you avoid this. And by the way, guys, you don't need to do all these setups, you just need to do one. Okay, I'm just showing you how to do them easily. Yeah. This whole video is going to be all about completing these setups in particular. So let's get to Sandy Shores and see what we can do. So I believe, like I said before, this is for like the aggressive approach. And if you are a fan of aggressive, maybe you should do the disruption missions. Honestly, I would suggest you avoid this one altogether. If you wanted to, go for it, but I'm just saying I'd highly suggest you avoid this one. You don't need to do this one. Now, I'm actually going to suggest this. Don't do what I did and fire a missile at them. You could end up hitting that the plane, like I just did. We want to keep this plane in the best condition we can possibly keep it in. So yeah, just get into the plane, drive it to wherever you need to go, and you're done with this setup. This is pretty simple, pretty easy. I'm just going to skip ahead so because you guys basically know what's going to happen. The place is, I believe, at the Los Santos Airport. Yes, at the Los Santos Airport. So, yeah, I'll skip ahead. We'll go over there. Okay, guys. So we are just about at the airfield right now. Yeah, like I said before, and like I've said like 3 times already, please do not do this setup. It is something that I'd suggest you avoid. I don't usually say what I think you should do or what you shouldn't do, but I'd suggest you avoid this one of anything. Don't do this one. Okay, just don't. It's not worth it. Okay, so the next setup is, I believe, the next helicopter in the game that you could go as. Now, I could suggest you do this, but like I said in the last one, maybe just avoid this one altogether because it is stealthy. Don't get me wrong. You won't get alerted if you do this one, but you will have to deal with this again. Okay, so I believe maybe the other one was the pilot one. Oh yeah, the pilot one was the first one we did on the Alkonost. When we did that, we also unlocked this one. So I guess you only have to do that once. Okay, so for the Annihilator stuff, let's do this thing. Paleto Cove, that's a long way. Okay guys, so we just got on the yacht, and I'm just going to tell you this now. Put your outfit on before, because you're going to need to swim from that dock over there to here. So the main goal here is to turn off the air defenses so you can take the helicopter and drive it back to the place. Now that sounds pretty simple enough, but trust me, there's a lot of enemies here. You might have to deal with it. You might be able to do this stealthy. I messed up, like I shot someone, but yeah. The point is, you might be able to do this stealthy, but there's a good chance you won't be able to do this stealthy. So just head over to the bridge, and that's the first place we need to go to. And that should be just up here. Okay, the bridge I believe is up here, and I died. Okay, so I've taken out pretty much just about everyone here. Go into the bridge, and there should be a panel for you to hack the air defenses so you can turn them off. Okay, so once you're here, kill the captain, I guess, if there's a captain here, and just get to the air defenses. You should be able to turn them off here. Okay, so here we go. I got them all sorted. Okay, deactivating. Yep, we're turning off the air defenses right here. There we go. Now I believe the air defenses could also be on this panel too. These panels right here. Just yeah, wherever it is for you, just do that, and you should have turned off the air defenses. All you have to do now is just drive the helicopter out of there. But you might have a couple problems in the sky for you, but don't worry about them. Okay, you don't have to worry about them. Don't bother taking them out if you don't want to. Just get the helicopter and drive it back to the place. That's pretty simple. I'd say this mission is pretty easy for you guys to do, so just if you want to do this approach, then I guess this will be easy enough for you to do. But just beware, if you're doing this setup, you don't need to do the Alkonost Part 2 setup, because you don't really have a choice. Because with this one, you have to do this setup first, and then you get to do the pilot one. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, let me just get this to the drop-off, and we'll get to the next setup, which I believe we're going to start doing the boats. So that's good. Okay guys, so we made it back here. Let's move on to the next setup, which I believe are the boats. So we're moving on to the patrol boat now. This is a hard one. This is actually kind of a hard one. You're going to have to fire a few enemies at a few people. So there's two possible locations for this one, I believe. This is one of the locations, so we're obviously going to do this one. But the other location is the one you want to try and get, which I believe is over here. It's either here or it's over here. Yeah, if we've got those two setups, then yeah, we just got... Yeah, I can't talk very much, but let's get to Sandy Shores, and I'll show you how to do this one. Okay guys, so all you have to do here is take out all the smugglers, take out everyone in this little hut thing, and you should have the general location of the boat that we need to take. Just make sure you get a good shot there. Okay, we got to wait for the patrol boat to arrive, so let's obviously wait for the patrol boat, but I guess what you want to do is take out all the people in that boat. So you see that boat over there? That's the patrol boat, is what we're going to need. So I think we need to grab one of those boats over there. So we're going to have to steal that patrol boat somehow. So I'd suggest if you have any weapons you could hold on you while you're, doing the mission, use them. So let's head to that patrol boat, try and take out what we got in there, and we'll be able to complete the mission nice and easy. Alright, let's go. So if you have any weapons that you could hold on the boat, like the combat rifle, off-road shotgun, combat grenade launcher, don't use the grenade launcher, pistol, heavy revolver, AP pistol. Maybe use the AP pistol, not the flare gun, the machine pistol, and I think that's about it. But let's just use the machine pistol to take out this target right here. We just gotta make sure we take out this target. But it's not exactly easy to shoot a moving target, so just try and aim pretty good. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit, see if I can get some good target shot. Now we shoot the driver, but we need to take out that driver first. It's very hard to shoot while you're moving, right? Okay, I've taken out the driver. All you want to do now, get in the boat, steal it, and drive it to the delivery point. So I'm going to skip ahead because I need to get this video done as soon as I can. So let's get in the boat and drive it towards the place. Okay, so before I forget to say, I am going to say this right now. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to get some snacks and make sure you have snacks because you are going to get shot up quite a bit during the setup. So make sure you have some snacks to put on yourself all the time. So the way you can get to your snacks, just go to your inventory and then go to snacks and yada yada yada. Okay, so that's basically it. It's not that hard, this setup. And if you've got the same setup as me, and if you want to know how to get past it, just take this track and go all the way through here. That's the quickest route you can find. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is honestly my favourite setup to do, and it's going to require you to have a vehicle though. And maybe a business too. Okay, so for this last setup, you're going to need a vehicle warehouse. Now, find the cheapest one you can and just get that one, okay? You don't need anything too expensive, okay? Because the next purchase is going to be double the purchase anyway. So I'm going to show you guys what this purchase is, if I can even get on the phone. So what you want to do here is you want to go to Warstock, Cash and Carry, and have this vehicle. Yeah, you want to buy this vehicle because it's so useful. The Phantom Wedge. Get the Phantom Wedge. It is so useful. You guys are going to thank me later with all the headaches it's given me. I think you guys need to have that vehicle for this setup. Okay, so most of the time when we're doing this setup, it's usually in the city. So, yeah, that's all you need to know with the location-wise. All you need to do, head over there. Grab any vehicle you want to get to the city place, because all you're going to need is you're going to need the Phantom Wedge or any driving vehicle that drives it from point A to point B. But this is the easiest way you could do it, the absolute easiest. Now, after we've done this setup, I'm going to tell you what I think you should do, what setups I think you want to choose, like try and avoid or try and pick. Now, I'm not saying do them all, okay? On the contrary, I'd rather you just do one, okay? Just do one of these. If you want to give it a try, just do one of these, okay? Just the one of these. I know I said so many times, but honestly I have to say it because I want you guys to know what I'm thinking. Okay, so we've made it to the location. There's 2 possible locations, and I'm going to show you which one the other one is right now before I forget. So the other one is right over here. Okay, right here. The other one is right there, and this one we got right now, right here. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's get this vehicle in that we need. Now, as you can see, the things have popped up on the map. You can find one of these things right here, here. I think there's also one over here you can find as well, but that's only if you got the other location, like this location right over here. Anyway, yeah, let's get to this vehicle. Okay, so you can find the Phantom Wedge in Special Vehicle option menu. So, yeah, once you've requested it, just wait for it to show up, and you are good to go. And hopefully you don't get hit in the head like I just did with that car. Okay, so yeah, once you got your vehicle here, this part's pretty simple, but you can do this in a multiple different ways. And I'm going to show you what I like to do, okay? So what I like to do is I like to go a little bit past it so you can back right into it. So like go like this, back into here. You can't really get shot that badly, but you will get shot a little bit. Not that bad though. So you made it into here. Go collect the vehicle that you need to collect. As you can see, it's just over here. Either way, you are going to get the cops on you regardless. So just take the vehicle and go. You see, that's how easy this setup actually is. And this is why I like this one over the patrol boat. So, how can you lose the cops nice and easily? Well, one way you could do about it is going to the sewers, but I suggest you avoid that one because that's not really a great way to lose the cops. The other way is doing a glitch that actually can help you. But let's just make sure we can call Lester first, because, you know, if you can call Lester, then of course do that. But if you can't, then we'll do it this other way that I know. Okay, so you can't call Lester for this one, but what you can do is do a glitch to lose the cops quickly. So what I like to do is I like to get to this location of where the vehicle actually is. I mean, the drop-off actually is, and then I like to do it from there. But yeah, like you can clearly see, I'm clearly losing the cops. So if you want to just lose the cops like normal, you don't have to do the glitch. But if it comes down to it and you can't lose the cops, I suggest do it like I'm about to get the cops back on me again anyway. See, look, watch. I've got the cops back on me again. I can't do anything about that, so I'm going to have to do the glitch. Perfect. Let's show you guys how this glitch actually works. So this is about where the drop-off point actually is. So what I like to do is I like to park this thing on top of here, right? We get your phone up, accept this job, and you should be able to back out straight away. Back out straight away, and as you can see, I don't have the cops on me. And there we go. Nice and easily done. We've done all the vehicles. Very hard, very annoying, but yeah. So I'm going to go over all the ones that I think you could do if you wanted to do that particular approach. The Kosatka, absolutely, 100%. This is what most people do anyway. The Alkonost. If you want a bit of a challenge and if you want to try and avoid people, I suggest this would be a good one. Do not do the Vellm. Do not do the Vellm. It is the worst one you could do because when I get to the equipment, which will be in the next video, I'm not going to do the demolition charges because you don't need them. Okay, you do not need them because I'm going to show you how to do the stealthy anyway. The stealth Annihilator, I'd probably avoid it because there's one reason. Okay, with the Annihilator, there's only 2 points of interest you can really get into. One's near the airport and one's like to the right of the compound. And I honestly wouldn't recommend you do either of them because they're not that good. Okay, they're not that good. Patrol boat, I'd avoid it. 100%. I'd avoid the patrol boat any day of the week. Longfin boat, yes, do the Longfin boat if you want. Now, with the Longfin boat and the patrol boat, there's actually 2 ways you could go about doing the setup. you could go through the main docks, which I'll show you. So you could go through the main dock and just walk to the compound, and then, or you could take the boat, go around the corner, and go to the drainage tunnel. You should be able to equip a rebreather if you press right on the D-pad if you're playing on controller and stuff. I don't know what it is for the PC gamers, sorry. But, yeah, anyway, that's the video, guys. Please leave a like, subscribe. This video took me so long to make, so the support would help. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!